Hey yo, what's up? What's get? Char mle 75. I'm so sorry this video took so long to make, but there are two reasons for that. And the first reason is I got this tank pretty late, and the second reason is the World Cup happened. But now that the World Cup has ended for my team, which is Brazil by the way, anyway, the players are assholes anyway, so it doesn't really matter. My World Cup is over. Let's get on with the videos. I've got two tips for you as well. The first one is coming up when you're in the Char 75. This is what you can do on Outpost. Climb up this way. Now this is my first game and my only game in this tank, and I was attempting this and I'm glad it worked out so I can show it to you guys. And the other tip I want to share with you is a tip that they might remove from this tank in an update, but I'm not too sure about it, which is the single shot function. Now in case you didn't know, this tank is a 6-shot autoloader with 3 burst shots each time you click it, but there is a little bug where if you fire your gun and you toggle your X key, your switch out your travel mode key while you are shooting, you will only fire 1 shot from your gun. The animation will show that you are firing 3 shots from your gun, but only 1 shot is actually leaving your barrel and hitting your target. Now this way you can, if you do it this way, 1 shot at a time, you can hit all your shots very accurately. That's because if you fire all 3 shots at one time with 1 click, what happens is your second shot will be subject to the dispersion penalties, after firing penalties, which is 2.0 penalty firing dispersion. So your first shot might be accurate, but your second shot is not going to be accurate, and your third shot will definitely be not accurate as well. So if you make use of this little hack, shooting your gun and toggling your X key from travel mode to fast mode to slow mode while you are firing a gun, it will only shoot 1 shell, therefore making every shot accurate. Now I didn't dare to try this out because this is my first game and I was like trying to get a hold of the controls of this tank, not just toggle from speed mode to normal mode, but also I was thinking about how the tank handles and all that. So please excuse me if I play like a little bit of an idiot. It is my first game, so I didn't put too much pressure on myself to activate all these hacks all the time. I did attempt it one time and I took a hit for it, and I could have done a lot better. It just takes a couple of games to get used to the controls, toggling the X key while you are shooting. Now I'm not sure whether they're going to remove this hack or not. They probably will if they can figure out how to code, which I am sure they're having a little bit difficulty doing that. Now this is in my experience, after this one game anyway, I think that a good time for you to use this hack is when you are behind a bush, double bush, sniping from a distance. This is when this hack will be most useful. But anyway, if you're looking at the stats on the screen, you can see the old stats on the right, the new stats on the left. You can see this tank has been changed a lot just before the release. The hit points reduced 100 hit points less to 1150. Even the engine power, it was supposed to be 1000 horsepower, it has been reduced to 850, and on travel mode it was supposed to be 1400, reduced to 1250. Power to weight ratio as well from the travel mode was supposed the power to weight ratio was supposed to be 33 reduced to 29. The travel mode was supposed to be 47 reduced to 42. The top speed as well was supposed to be 75 reduced. The travel mode on the high speed mode, not the normal mode, the speed mode was reduced from 75, dropped down to 78. So a bit of a reduction there in the travel mode, and the rotation as well, which was supposed to be 52 degrees reduced to increased to 63 degrees. Sorry, the rotation speed of the tank was increased from 52 degrees to 63 degrees. The damage on this tank was supposed to be 250 on the standard and premium shells, while the HE shells supposed to do 400 damage. Last minute it was reduced to 200 and 370. This tank was supposed to have a different loadout while it was on travel mode as well. Instead of 6 shells it was supposed to have 4, and instead of 3 shell bursts it was supposed to have 2 shell bursts in travel mode. The dispersion as well, it was supposed to be 0.34. They changed it to 0.36. Now I don't know if you saw me fire on that Renegade just now, but I was attempting the single shot on that Renegade and I took a hit for it, and then the second time when I went to shoot that Renegade again, I went and fired both shots instead of a single shot. Am I trying? No, in this shot I was doing all 3 shots because I had a clear shot on him, so I might as well just let all 3 shells fly. I actually only attempted the single shot once in this game, and it was on that Renegade earlier on, which I took a hit for. When I went in for seconds, I could have done it. I should have done it again because he was reloading his gun, right? I could have taken my time for it. But anyway, I was trying to get used to it, trying to figure out when I should use travel mode, when I should use normal mode. And this ELC even here kind of ruined it for me because I was wanting to reload and sneak up on that 80-15 here, but the ELC tried to shoot him, and then the the 80-15 is now looking at me. I'm about to be reloaded, and in fact I am reloaded. So what I decide to do is get into travel mode and take a hit for it, and then try to drive past him. I make a little bit of a mistake here because I pen him once and then drive past him, and because the turret traverse is really slow when you are on travel mode, I completely missed his tank on my second and third shell when it was unloading. So this tank is really tricky, but at the same time really challenging and really fun. I can guarantee you you're gonna have a lot of big games with this tank because it is a light tank. It is difficult to spot. I am running the exhaust system and double optics on this tank, but there is also another loadout where I use optics and double vents instead. That also works well. I tried it out in the training room and I found it to be quite good as well. So if you are going to play this tank, I would suggest either this loadout or a double vents loadout. But not bad for my first and only game in the Char 75 melee. I don't know what you think about it. I'm sorry for the little bit of a delay, but I hope you enjoyed this video and took a little bit of information. Top damage here, 3,800 damage on this tank. 19 pen out of 22 hit and 33 shots. Anyway, I hope you took some useful information, and danke and much good. See ya.